Welcome to a return of F1 Manager 2024 using the DLC of 2025 season. Now we are going to go ahead and see what we can do with the Kick Sauber team. We're going to see maybe that we can get Gabriel Bortoleto to a champion. He's been champion in pretty much all the other series. He has been a rising star and a rookie in F1 this season. But can we maybe just make him an absolute superstar in F1? We are starting our 2025 career with the Kick Sauber team, and let's see how long it will take us to absolutely turn ourselves into an early 2000s Ferrari and make ourselves absolutely unstoppable. So, first of all, we're in. We've got 20 million to spend. We got to get some factory stuff. We've got to get some car parts starting to be built. That is absolutely key. So I'm going to build ourselves a team hub. Of course, I'm going to upgrade our race simulator. I'm going to get all these done before the season starts. What else could we do? We got the tour center. Let's build a couple of these. These are relatively cheap starts and absolutely help us. So, again, every little helps. Let's build all of these. Obviously, Kick Sauber don't look like they've got much, do they? Let's be honest. So we're gonna construct all of them. I'm gonna do the weather center. We've still got 13 million. We've got the team hub constructing, race simulator upgrading. We've obviously got factory, which costs a lot. And how long does that take? Can I do that? 75 days for a factory upgrade. Wow, that is interesting. Wind tunnel. Again, 63 days, a little bit longer. And these all take a relatively distance. So let's not do that just yet. Let's, first of all, train our pit crew. I don't know if we can yet. I don't think we can. We'll do that next. So, let's have a look what Kick Sauber expect of us in 2025. So, we've already got a great start. We've already set off with a design center fire. What a start to 2025. We're already on fire, quite literally. Adjust your coming season structure by randomizing the way races are scheduled. No, I just want to be as we are. Okay, so last year, Hulkenberg finished 11th with 41 points. Bortoleto, brand new to 2025. And Kick Sauber finished 10th with 4 points. Their team rating, not looking too good. Now, the performance, end of season, they didn't do well. Question is, what do we do this year? Board confidence is medium. Where can we get to for the 2025 season? We're going to try and develop our drivers, of course. And let's see. So, 2025 season target is a Constructors' Championship of 7th. The long-term objective is to score podiums in 25% of this season's races. So 6 races, we need to score a podium. But obviously we have 3 seasons to do that, so it's not too bad. We should be getting some podiums, but welcome to the season. We have got some interesting balances. We have got some changes for 2025. Select a powertrain for the upcoming season. Interesting. What do we want to go for? Do we want to go for a Ferrari? I think they're with Ferrari at the moment. I'm going to keep that as they are. So, we need to set our pit crew up then. Can we now get some development? We can. I believe they're well rested. Here we go. So, we obviously want to focus on pit stop time. That is always the way. Chance of mistake goes up, but the pit time comes down. So I'm always going to try and reduce that pit stop time to make sure that we get some fast, speedy pit stops to help us out. Now, our car is not looking too bad. It is overall 19th, but we've got some good top speed. Nice. Everything else looks pretty rough. So, really, we need to start upgrading as best as we can. I want to have a look at the calendar, because obviously we've got a few parts that are going to be upgrading. And we've got some sponsor negotiations as well. Up front. Oh, let's go. Total funding. I'm going to go performance high. I'm feeling confident. Secondary packages. I want to bring our funding up. It's probably going to... That's too high. Let's go that one. 66.4, 68, but that's a high setting. Let's go that one. We'll do a bit of that. So we could do the high one. A little bit nervous of doing it, though. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so we're going to hopefully bring these cars through. I want to upgrade some construction first before I absolutely go and dive into some part upgrades. There's the memorabilia room and the helipad. We've obviously got our 2025 drivers all lined up. Lawson, of course, in the Red Bull at the moment. But let's go check the calendar. What do we got today? And that is Facility Board, Tour Centre, Team Hub. Okay. I'm going to start a little bit of an upgrade. I'm going to look at the car. Top speed is okay, but you can never go wrong with building a chassis. But we've got to shut down at the moment because of the fire. So we've got to wait anyway. And now we can start our development for this Kick Sauber team. So we're going to start off, as always, with some of the big stuff. Because ideally, we want to make sure that we get the underfloor and chassis a lot better. So I'm going to improve this. I'm going to put half of my hours pretty much into it, or roughly a half. So let's go about that. And I'm going to put wind tunnel hours of about 46 into that as well. I'm going to bring the lifespan down because, of course, we want to make sure the weight is lower and everything comes up. So car performance. Let's have a look what we can do here. We can increase the drag. Adds a little bit of drag reduction. So I'm going to keep it there. Medium speed is up. Try and keep messing around with it a little bit. So high speed getting a lot better. I'm going to leave it on +4 because I'm going to get some airflow better as well. So development of that. We're going to put 5 on there for now. We are not going to rush it. We've got 63 days until Melbourne. We are then going to do and start off with... our top speed is okay. So I'm not too bad on DRS. I mean, if we look at our... I mean, look, we're 13th on top speed. But we're pretty shocking on everything else. So I'm going to go for a front wing here. Going to put a lot of time into that as well. Always kicks off. Always slower to start. There you go, 46 days. Bring the lifespan down. So extra weight is fine. Let's bring the low speed and that higher. Tyre preservation I want to keep. Everything's staying a little bit balanced. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to get my 3 on that. And then I'm going to also then build a chassis without that. Bring that lifespan down. Because we're going to get some high speed back. We don't necessarily need high speed. I might hold off on that then. I don't necessarily need the high speed at the moment. Let's go rear wing. Bring that down. Drag reduction gets a lot worse there. Keep that on there. I want to keep my DRS effectiveness as much as I can. Pretty much going to leave all these on medium. Drag reduction I'll go. So I'm going to go with that. Put my other engineers on. They are our parts for design right now. So we have used a lot of our money here, and I'm going to give you an update before we go to the first Australia race. We have got our factory currently upgraded to level 2, and our car parts test centre we have upgraded to level 2. From a staff side, we've got the team hub at 3, the race simulator up at 3, and this year I'm going to try and focus on a lot of the staff and development of the facilities to try and help me aid some good car parts. In the operations centre, boardroom is up to 2, weather centre is up to 2, helipad is up to 4, tour centre is up to 4, memorabilia room is up to 2 as well. So that's looking fairly solid. Now, if we have a look at some of the car part development, I've got a chassis, side pods and suspension. Of course, loading the game, any part that I create, I'm going to bring down the length of the duration of the product in terms of its availability, so it is going to be a better part. I have the underfloor and the rear wing currently on the go. Now, if I look at car parts and go and change out car 1 and car 2, let's see what we've got in stock to change. So we have no chassis currently. We do have a new front wing, and look at the values that we're going to get from this look. We're going to get a very nice upgrade for the low and high speeds of car 1 and car 2. So we're going to install that on both of them. Front wing, nice. Rear wing, we do have some as well. We've been able to get that done. So install on car 1 and 2. Bringing up that low to high speeds there, we struggled. Side pods, we don't have. Underfloor, we do have. Again, bringing up that low, medium, high, where we're struggling as a car on the Kick Sauber. And we don't have a suspension, but we've got everything else coming along nicely. And now, looking at our car, as you can see, 14th, 15th on the grid is where we're pretty much expected to be. And we have got a lot of tolerance that we're trying to deal with as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see how we can perform. But I'm very much excited about this. Now, I've got to be going 16th or higher. I generally feel we can finish 16th or higher. I don't know if I'm being stupid, but I'm going to absolutely try. As we're going to get into practice session 1 here in Australia, the season opener for the Kick Sauber team as a W Racing in charge, and we'll bring you straight into qualifying. So here we go, it's time for qualifying, the first Q1 session of the season here in Australia. Can we get off to a perfect start and really see what is possible for our team? This is going to be absolutely ecstatic. I'm looking forward to this Kick Sauber save. We've got Sainz already going around on the circuit. I'm going to let him come past. We are now going to send our drivers for the very first time under an AZW leadership. We have Kick Sauber, Bortoleto and Hulkenberg out on track. We're going to fast forward through, see what sort of lap time they do, and hopefully no traffic, as now here we go. Let's see, 17-0 by the Williams. First of all in. Can we upset? Alonso has done a 17-6. Our first Q1 session. Hopefully it's going to be uninterrupted as we come through. And come on. Hulkenberg, Bortoleto. Hulkenberg went purple in Sector 1. 26-6 and a 25-5. Wow, Bortoleto well off the pace. Closer in the middle sector, so he obviously got blocked in Sector 1. As he round the final corner down the straight for the first time, Hulkenberg is going to move up to P2, only 1/100th of a tenth behind Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari. Bortoleto, after his first run, 1.1 seconds off. So Bortoleto is in trouble here. He is in the bottom 3 in terms of 18th, 19th and 20th. He's in the bottom 5. So now we've got to get Bortoleto through. That is key, and he needs an impressive lap time as we're going to go on board to see how he does. Now, Hulkenberg is a second off, pretty much 9/10 to a second, off P1. As here we go on our lap. We've got to find time here, and now we should have a clear track ahead by the look of it too. We're going to watch out for that first sector time too. Come on. Yes, green. First sector, of course. 25.9. There is a back marker. We get through absolutely fine. There's a couple of cars. 25.4 for Hulkenberg. Absolutely flying. Bortoleto hasn't improved with a 19.0. 18.7 for Hulkenberg. He's flying. Bit of traffic coming up to the final sector. Is that going to absolutely kill our chances? We might get a nice slipstream through, though, with DRS. Here we come to the line. Bortoleto is not going to improve, but Nico Hulkenberg has improved. He's up to 7th, and it looks like Bortoleto got some traffic. Big traffic. Bortoleto is going to start this first race of the season, P20, and last. So it's time for our second run here in Australia. The first run was done on used set of soft tyres, and we are down in 14th place. They expect Russell to fly past us as well because he is out of position. But it is time to see what we can do. Can we get through? We've got a clear track ahead. Brand new tyres on Nico Hülkenberg. It is time to see if we can qualify in to Q3. Nico Hülkenberg. Come on, let's do this. How about your first sector? Got to be improving on brand new tyres, surely. And he does. A 25.3. We saw a 25.4 in Q1. So that is a 10th up. And the gaps are pretty close around us. Can we get through? We need to find about a 10th and a half. Through the middle sector we go then. A 18.7 through the middle. We've got to find a couple of attempts to try and get through to Q3 as the checkered flag goes. Now we come round the final corner. Blast to the line. DRS open. Can Nico Hülkenberg get through? He's on the cusp. He's in P10. Jack Doohan. Liam Lawson still to come. Doohan's improving. Liam Lawson's improving. Lawson's got traffic. He's not going to be. And it's Doohan holding up Liam Lawson. They can't be improving, especially Lawson, surely. As they come to the line, we're going to watch both cars. Here they go to the line. Are we going to get through? We are! Nico Hülkenberg is through to Q number 3. Come on! What a start to our Kick Sauber career. We've done some beautiful upgrades. Bortoleto massively underperforming, it seems. And again, we're going to go to some used set of soft tyres for the start of this session and get that lap done. So here we go. Q3, 3.4 seconds off the pace. We did get held up into turn 1 with a car coming out the pits. But brand new tyres are on this Kick Sauber. And it's time to see what we can do. We've got a car ahead of us, but I feel like we just dipped off the accelerator there. Feel like that might have just cost us any room for improvement massively here. We're kind of seeming like we're against the cars. And we've slowed down. We've still gone green. But again, it's a 26.4. I think we did a massively faster time in Q2. So this is a game over. Job done. P10 start. We should have probably saved the tyres. We've got it completely against the grain, it seems. All the cars are on in-laps. And we've just encountered them. No racing to the finish line, clearly. As we come across the line, we do improve 1.2 seconds. It's still way off. Traffic was a killer. So, at the end of the day, Norris takes pole. It's still great to be into the top 10. You can see there, look, 15.6 was our best time. Probably would have still kept us around 10th for 16.9, our slowest of the 3 qualifying sessions. And we had to do it in the final one. But here we go. Australia, race number 1. Can we get this Kick Sauber through? Now, it looks like it is going to be a 2-stop strategy. I do like to save a little bit of fuel where we can. Because ultimately, we're probably going to have some sort of safety car in this race, most likely. I say that. We might not. But I'm going to try and go. No car usually goes full. Now, tyres. This is, according to this, the fastest strategy. That doesn't look great. We're about 1 second. There's not a lot in it, if I'm honest, anyway. So, I'm going to start on the mediums for Hülkenberg. I can't do that. I can't do that. That is shocking. Can't do a 1-stop here. Gotta be... I feel like it's got to be that to have any hope of tyres. That is a soft, hard medium too. Yeah, I'm going to have to go for plan D. D! Let's bring these in a little bit to help us. Okay, so plan D for Hülkenberg. Things you love to see. Hard tyres, I might as well start Bortoleto on. It's going to go softs in the middle. I actually want to go mediums in... Oh my god, look at that. I actually want to go mediums in the middle. Stint. And go softs at the end. Give him a fighting chance. And I'm going to have to extend slightly out on the mediums. Like so. And like so. I think we're going to go that. We're going to see what happens as we're about to get racing. For the first time, let's go to race. Kick Sauber, episode 1, race 1. Come on. The boys in green, look, we're even watching the Ferrari to try and learn. I mean, I don't know what their boxes are doing, but come on. Hülkenberg time. Let's go. Here we go. Australian Grand Prix. There we are. Bright green. And bright green. And we're going to go on board with Nico Hülkenberg, who gets away. Not great. P11. Jack Doohan on the inside. So he's lost the place already. Drops out of the top 10. And he's got Jack Doohan in the Alpine ahead of him. As there's a car gone wide, everyone basically stops. And that was, I think, Alonso going wide. And that leaves Nico Hülkenberg then on the back of Jack Doohan. So I'm going to try and leave my power unit at neutral, my ERS mode. Especially why we are stuck in heavy traffic. We want to make sure we try and just keep grip with them, basically. But save some big numbers of ERS. So the first lap is already completed. Norris leads, Verstappen second, Hamilton third. They're separated by about 1 second as they cross the line for the first time. Expect the McLarens to be strong. DRS is enabled for the first time. And as you can see here, Hülkenberg seemingly dropping away. Now, it might be because we're saving power unit, of course. But I'm going to try and bring that back a little bit now. We've got George Russell behind us in P12, who will be looking to try and catch us. That Jack Doohan seemingly very quick. And he's all over the back of the Aston Martin. Hülkenberg trying to fend off George Russell, who goes up the inside. And George Russell is past. Hülkenberg is down to 12th. We don't seem to have an answer at the moment for the pace. Jack Doohan has dropped back. We have got DRS open. But again, just seemingly a little bit slow, as Bortoleto is still in P20. He's going long, though, in this race. I'm not too concerned, as Hülkenberg is now on the back of Doohan, Russell, Alonso and Sainz on lap number 3. We're going to have to watch the tyres, watch the fuel, as we close in on DRS. Now, what I need is a long stint for Bortoleto. Potential. Look at all these traffic. All behind Antonelli in 6th place. All. Look at that. There is a big gap forming. 1.7 seconds from Antonelli in 6th to 5th. And that is Stroll in 5th. And we are now all on the back of these cars. Now, what I'm going to do, actually, is go to a little bit of light. And you might think, well, what? Oh, hello, Bortoleto. Down the straight, past the two Hasses. And into turn 1, on the inside. Squeezes him. Job done. Bortoleto, beautiful move. And now we've still got ahead. Look at this, all over the back. I'm going to have to deploy a little bit. We need to get clear. Jack Doohan in the Alpine now, suddenly going backwards. We get good acceleration, but we can't get through. Let's go aggressive. Let's go. High overtake aggression. We need to get this move done, and quickly. Down the straight. We're through. Bortoleto just drops back. But now Hülkenberg is into 11th place again. Jack Doohan behind him. And, no way! Hülkenberg locks up. We asked him to push. And Hülkenberg locks up on turn 3, kills the tyres. He'd got past, he was pushing clear. Oh, he gets on the grass. And that is a painful moment. Bortoleto now 18th, Hülkenberg 17th. That is horrible, because that means Hülkenberg down to 17th and has absolutely destroyed his tyres. That is now not good for us. And what we've got on lap 8, Hülkenberg is really struggling. I mean, look at the tyre difference. It is crazy how much he's killed our strategy. We might have to turn this into a free-stop race. We've got to kind of go longer. We've got to try and draw this out. But what I need is Hülkenberg to not fight his teammate. And there we go. We're already through. Oh, that is horrid for Hülkenberg. A great qualifying. And now, seemingly, just the pace has gone out of them soft tyres. We've got to try and extend a little bit. But there is absolutely no way we make a two-stop race here. We're far too short of the pit window. He was in like 11th or 12th place. And now it's down to Bortoleto from the back to try and bring us some luck. I mean, Hülkenberg suddenly has found some pace. He's keeping 5 tenths. Bortoleto is 4 seconds off 16th of Hajar. This is not very good. So we're going to have to do the pit stop. We're going to have to bring Bortoleto in. He's absolutely struggling. And here he comes, the first pit stop of the season. And sadly, it's for Hulkenberg, who is in such a promising position. Bortoleto is carrying on absolutely fine. It's a okay stop, 2.9. It's not amazing. And now Hulkenberg will be very happy that he's off those horrid, flat-spotted, soft tyres. He's out. He's in P20th. Long way to go from here. Bortoleto is currently on lap 13 in 17th place. And he's 4.6 seconds off Hajar. Quite a few close cars though, so this race is not out of the question just yet. And we're on the hard tyres compared to everyone else on the soft and mediums. Playing the long game. Now out front, Hamilton all over the back. And we're going to make sure we get them hard tyres up to speed. Hamilton all over the back of Lando Norris. Gaps around of a second now, growing. Stroll is in third. What the hell is happening to the Aston Martin today? That is incredible pace shown by them. Alonso only 10th though. So Stroll currently on for a podium, but he does have to pit with that bad tyre management of the Aston Martin. And I tell you what, Stroll is into second place in this race. What the hell has gone on to Lance Stroll and the Aston Martin? But again, he's on the defence now. Hamilton moving to the right-hand side. He's going to go up the inside into turn 1. Red Bull going to come through as well. In Max Verstappen. Can't get the job done. Stroll back down to P3. Now, a lot of pit stops are starting to occur. Antonelli, Russell, Tsunoda, all in the pits. Bortoleto, going longer, is now up to 14th. Sadly, Hulkenberg is not in a position to gain from any of them because of his flat stop taking him out of the order. So Bortoleto 14th, it's Hulkenberg into 20th. We've got some good news though.
Right, let's have a look now.
We've overtook somebody. Hulkenberg was last, around coming to turn 3 where he locked up earlier on, and he makes a good move into P19. Yes, P19 after a dreadful opening few laps of this race. He sits 19th, Jack Doohan right behind trying to fight back. But we've got Bortoleto currently in 11th place. We've just asked him to push on that lap a little bit more as Ocon pits from behind in the Haas. And now we are P11. We've still got a long way to go though. We're going to be quicker in this race. Can Hulkenberg get past Ocon? I don't think he can. He can, but here comes Jack Doohan back on the outside. He squeezes us and he gets past. So this is going to be a common theme, I think, for Nico Hulkenberg. Jack Doohan comes back through on the inside of turn 1. We've got our best chance being Bortoleto. It would definitely be nice for a safety car in this race as Leclerc pits for Ferrari from P3. And it's a decent stop for Leclerc. Bortoleto, don't think he's going to jump Leclerc. He's coming around the final corner now. Leclerc coming back out. And there is Bortoleto down the straight. So he still stays 11th. Carrying on, 5.6 seconds off Russell. We've got Albon on fresh hards coming at us. And now Hulkenberg is up to 18th. Still looking at a move on Jack Doohan. We're going to hit the ERS to attack mode. See if we can get through. Bortoleto's losing too much pace. Albon is flying. I mean, 7.4. We are literally hoping for some sort of safety car now. And here he comes. We're trying to defend. Hulkenberg trying to get past as well. Can he get past? Bortoleto has just lost that position though. We're not going to show it. We're on board with Nico Hulkenberg trying to rescue. And he gets through into 17th. A little bit of rescuing here. He could still get the 2-stop as we come down the straight. Back to neutral. Bortoleto on the back of the Williams who's just come past. We're going to try and tow a little bit. Maybe a hint of DRS as we come through. We're slowly losing the speed though. Will DRS open? It will. That's going to help us keep with the fast Williams. As Verstappen pits, leaves Norris out front on those mediums. Good tyre management for the McLarens. Verstappen comes back out in P7 at the moment. Stroll a distant 8th place. So we're keeping with and pushing along with Alex Albon. DRS is giving us this extra pace. Still hoping for a safety car, but nothing coming out. And I'll tell you what, we're looking at a move on the back of Alex Albon. That would have been good if we could have got him, but we sadly can't. And now Bortoleto sees him drift away again. First sector complete. And now through the new look, Jack Doohan overtakes Hulkenberg again. DRS for Bortoleto just stayed within at the detection zone. He's keeping with, but that Williams is slowly disappearing in front. Sainz, Piastri, Alonso, and through goes Lawson. Out of nowhere, comes through, and now we are dropping back. Sainz, Alonso, Piastri, all pit. Will it be good enough to make some extra places? It will, if they come back out. Bortoleto, actually, he's still P11 because he lost out to Lawson. Not great at all. Hulkenberg back past Jack Doohan. These are having an epic fight, but at the moment, it is not looking good for our boys in green. So we're coming up to a pit stop, and what you can see here is a load of traffic, and it's Bortoleto who is in the middle of it. He's dropped back my miles. I've got to get him out the way. Bortoleto has been flying backwards. I've been leaving him out there for a safety car opportunity. Bortoleto comes in now. Gasly is behind. And now we go down the straight. DRS enabled. Trying to gain some fuel back while we can as well. And extend the stint. We had to try and leave him out as long as we could. 2.7 seconds. The stop time for Bortoleto. Who, remember, started last place in this race. And now we go racing again. Hulkenberg 15th. We are very much offset to all the cars around us. We went long hoping for that safety car. But again, P20 for the minute, 12 seconds. It's a lonely race for Bortoleto. Hulkenberg was our best chance. Again, after that issue early on with the lockup. Can we get past Yuki Tsunoda, though, in the Racing Bulls currently? And we are going to go to the outside line into turn 1 to 2. And we are through going up to turn 3. We now make our way back up to P14. And we've already gained a second on Yuki Tsunoda. But it's what we needed. And we're already on the back of the other Racing Bull now of Mr. Isaac Hadjar after his podium at the weekend's Grand Prix in Zandvoort. Can we find a way? 6 tenths to gap. What is the tyre delta? Only just in Hadjar's favour. But we are fast here. Time to deploy. Can we get the move done? Oh, yes, we can. Into turn 1. We're back up to 13th place. This is a stellar drive so far from Hulkenberg. He is out of sync, but he's looking after his tyres well. 7.5 the second gap to Sainz. Bortoleto is back out. We're going to get these tyres up to temperature. He is 11.6 off 19th place. So we're coming into the pit window now of Nico Hulkenberg. Here comes Bortoleto past Pierre Gasly nearly as we go into turn 2 to turn 3. Can we make a move on Gasly? We can't. We're going to leave him pushing. So Bortoleto 18th. Hulkenberg, we know, is now trying to push a little bit harder. I'm going to give him a full lap of push here. Because next lap, we're going to go for mediums. He's managed to recover that strategy and that stint very nicely on the hard tyres. Mr. Bortoleto seemingly struggling a little bit to get past Gasly as we go and get through now. So that is a good job, good move. And now we're going to come back for medium tyres on Hulkenberg. Can he rescue anything out of this race? We're going to find out. Alonso's back out in 10th place. And now Hulkenberg will be coming in. Bortoleto has got past Gasly. Only just though. Gasly on the back now, coming back for the attack at turn 3. He gets through. He squeezes us. And did he just clip us? I think we've got some underfloor damage. Gasly overtook Bortoleto. He did push us wide. That is frustrating, but times don't look like he's affecting him too much, which is good. So, again, we'll just Bortoleto top up while we're behind these two cars. Hulkenberg is in. Come on, Hulkenberg. Good pit stop. You can recover this race. You can. We can still finish strong. 2.6. Good. Good pit time. Bortoleto carries on. So that is a very good pit time for Hulkenberg. And now, can he get these tyres and earn himself some points? Who knows what's going to happen? Few hard tyres to pit. Doohan, Tsunoda, Bortoleto will still have to pit. It's looking bleak. Looking very bleak. But we're going to keep trying. Russell with the fastest lap, 19.3. Lap 42. Just going to get these tyres up to temperature. And then bring it back down to standard. So we can protect the life as we come through. Come on. This is our lap 42 as we're about to start. Up to standard. Bortoleto 16th. And he is still caught behind this train of 3 cars. So coming into the pit window now for Bortoleto. We're going to do one more lap. I'm going to push with Bortoleto. He is in a little bit of traffic. This is the optimal lap, but that Alpine pits, and now we need a good pit time, because if we can get a good in lap and a good pit time, we can jump Jack Doohan with Bortoleto. Hulkenberg doesn't have to pit anymore. He's in 14th place. Ahead of us, not too much pit activity is expected. But Bortoleto is now doing green sector times. That's what we need. Keep it going. We're fighting for low positions here based on what happened in this race. Bortoleto's bad qualifying, and yeah, you know it. Hulkenberg's turn 3 lockup as now comes through Hajar. But we're going to be coming into the pits, trying to get these soft tyres. Another good pit stop would be nice. Come on, team. We've made you work today. One final good pit stop. Oh, Jesus. 4.7. When you know your luck's out for race 1, your luck is out. Bortoleto comes back out. Only 19th place. That is disappointing. I got to top up as well. Kind of got to just focus on Hulkenberg here. But again, he's a good solid gaps away from anyone around him. So we've got to keep pushing. But I feel like we're going to be finishing outside of the points. And here comes, I feel like we've been battling Alpines all day. But here comes Nico Hulkenberg on the back now of P13, Pierre Gasly. There's a chance that we can get Hulkenberg back up to 13th. Remember, our sponsor task requires us to finish 16th or above. Not great for Bortoleto, of course, here. But good chance here to get Hulkenberg solid up there as we come round to lap 53, going into lap 54. Can we find room? I don't think we can. He's out of ERS system as well. We need to push. DRS will open. We'll go into turn 1, probably side by side. Late on the brakes, Hulkenberg gets past. That is what we needed. A solid P13 as it stands. And I tell you what, I don't know what happened to Behrman there. Though we got a Ferrari ahead of us. That's never good. We are stuck behind the back. Well, I can't even call them back markers. Because they're not. They're generally too fast for us. But it does mean that we're not going to really get... Where is Jack Doohan? He's coming through that sector there. We're too far away to get 16th place in this race for Bortoleto. Unless anything happens. We have got better tyres than those ahead of us. I can't see us catching up. We are stuck behind the Ferraris of Hamilton, Leclerc, the Mercedes of Russell and Antonelli. We just can't get any further. I think we're losing massive amount of time, and it's no fault of our own. These are slower. We're on the faster tyre. We're going to unlap ourselves. We are. Bortoleto is trying to unlap himself. Come on, Bortoleto. This is the most excitement we've had out of you all race. Come on, let's just push. What have we got to lose? Get yourself unlapped, my friend. Oh, God, and now we've got to let him back. Yeah, his race is done. It is fair to say his race is done. Because the back markers and the blue flags are going to kill us. And not even back markers, it's front runners. Yeah, we're stuck behind. There you go, look, we're trying to lap again. It's Hamilton. I tell you what, it's a fantastic battle to watch. Here we go. We're overtaking nearly 2 Ferraris in one corner. We're being a pain in the backside for this fight for the podium. And I tell you what, is Verstappen there as well? He's not far off. These are all pretty close together. It's just we're stuck in the middle of them. We're not going to get Bortoleto to 16th place. We are absolutely stuck. So we might as well keep him there. Hulkenberg is 13th. And I think this is how we're going to end up finishing this race. Final lap. We might as well skip through. Norris is going to smash it. Remember, we were lapped as well. So Hulkenberg comes over. He's got 1 lap to go. He's in 13th. Not a bad recovery drive. Oh, my God. Look at this. Russell, Verstappen, Antonelli, Leclerc, Hamilton, all in a line. Bortoleto looking like he's great. He's not. Bortoleto, 18th and finished. Hulkenberg, difficult first race for Kick Sauber. I tell you what, it's not the worst race in the world. We still get our objective. But P13 for Mr. Nico Hulkenberg. Bortoleto, we kept out there on the hard tyres. It didn't really work. We had to try something different. But, you know, it didn't work today. So, Kick Sauber, no points to start. We do get some points from the fastest pit times, though, which is not the worst. But again, look at that. Some bad luck for Bortoleto. Again, with his qualifying was bad luck as well after getting held up. So, again, I feel confident with this team. This Kick Sauber team look like they've got some pace. We've got manufacturing being completed as well, which is always going to help us. And you can see here, we've got rear wings, we've got parts to build. And for race number 2, China, I hope for an upturn in performance.